Morning, TikTok. Good morning. Good morning. I'm back at it again today with my Buried Alive song. It's a reason. Hey, my heart is beating. Come on. Never give up. Never give in. Your determination to win. You survive. Come on, you survive. You survive. You survive. I'm buried alive. Oh my God. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I got a feeling all the things that people does to me, I'm still doing. I was buried alive. When you talk about me, you buried me alive. When you criticize me, you're burying me alive. When you hate me, you're burying me alive. Come on. People are burying your life today. People are burying your life today. Don't let anyone bury your life. Don't let nobody bury you alive today. And that's the reason why I like this song. You know, it's one thing with Jamaican song. Most of them used to be sung by, they call the Rastafari. And they don't sing song without a meaning. All Bob Marley song, all these older people that sing song, they have a meaning. And I know when this brother sing this song, he was going through some stuff. Some people was buried him alive, but he was still breathing. People bury you alive every day you wake up. People talk about you. People criticize you. People hate you. They don't know you, but they hate you. They don't know you, but they talk about you. If you're not doing things their way, it's a problem. It must be a reason. God have you on radar. God have you on radar this morning. So let's go on with Buja. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love Buried Alive. Go with me today. Buried alive. Come on. But I'm still breathing. Anybody ever bury you alive? At your job? At your church? At your work? Walk the street? People just see you on the hit. That's what they're doing. Bury you alive. I was buried alive, but I'm still breathing. I'm in the casket, but I'm still breathing. Echo Shata. Anybody ever bury you alive? Anybody ever bury you alive? No matter how you cry, no matter how you say you didn't do it, nobody believe you. They're still burying you alive. The nails are going in the casket because they are burying you alive. Hello, Messiah. Anybody ever bury you alive? Anybody still burying you alive? But your heart are still beating. Come on. You're just running against the wind because nobody believed you when you said, no, I didn't do it. Nobody cared when you said, no, I didn't do it. They're still putting the nail in your casket. They're still ending you up in jail. They're still ending you up in prison. You're doing time. You didn't do it. But nobody believed you. You're buried alive. And I know when this Buju Banton sing this song, he was going through some stuff. He was being buried alive, but he was still breathing. How many times was I buried alive, God? How many times they buried me alive? How many times? But God see fit to redeem me. How many times does people bury you? How many times? Erobosaya. How many times does people bury you alive? How many times family bury you alive? How many times friends bury you alive? How many times strangers bury you alive? The minute I heard this song, I think I was on Facebook going down the little short things. Resonate with me. The Lord is my salvation. Whom shall you fear? You was buried alive, but you're still breathing. Anybody who can relate, anybody who can relate. When I heard it, I know I can relate. You know how emotional I get about things. Your heart beats, but people don't care. People don't believe you. You don't know what tomorrow brings. You leave your country and you end up into another country. And how many times you are buried alive with no family there to help you, with nobody there to help you. You're buried alive. They lied. They criticized. They lied. They criticized. They buried you. They put in the last nail in your casket. But God sees fit to redeem you. How many times? How many times are you buried alive? How many times things were done and it's not you? How many times people talk about you? Even to leave the coffee pot on at work, somebody would say it's not them. And the finger is pointing at you because the coffee pot is burned. It's something that simple. And you're calling to HR. You got to pay attention to things. You can't do things like that. You go to church, and because you don't do things people way, they criticize. They put another nail in the casket. You're not one of them. You're not godly. You don't have any love. You're not God. People, how many times you give up? How many times have you buried alive? How many times have you been castigated? How many times have you been put down? How many times? How many times? My God, I was buried alive so many times, but I'm still breathing. Well, a lot of times I didn't know what tomorrow will bring. I didn't know that God had me on radar. I didn't know that God was having me in his favor. I didn't know that God favors me. I didn't know that God was going to take his hammer and pull that last nail out of my casket. I'm buried alive. And I know when this man sing this song, I know he was going through some stuff. I know he was going through some stuff. Everybody put him down because the least thing happened in your life, you don't have any friends anymore. All you have is enemy. You have to prove you're innocent. You're guilty, presumed guilty, and till they found you innocent. You're presumed guilty. Instead of innocent until proven guilty, you prove guilty until you prove that you're innocent. How many times have you been buried? How many times have you been out? How many times have you been criticized? How many times have you been put down? How many times? How many times instead of they favor you, they put you down. They talk about you. They criticize you. They ostracize you. You don't have any friend. You're in your house all by yourself crying. Nobody to favor you. Only God favor your righteousness, God. Come on in, my darling. Only God favor your righteousness, God. But in your heart, you're saying, God, I will never give up. And that is me. You have a determination to win. I will never give up, no matter what they do to me. Thank you. I will never give up. And that should be your words today. You will never give up. There must be a reason why they bury your life. But God give you one more chance. Your heart is still beating. You're in the casket. They're getting ready to throw dirt on you. Never give up, sister. Never give up. They're getting ready to throw the dirt on you in the casket. But God, you're getting ready to put in the gas chamber. But the governor signed the reprieve and give you one more chance. God, my God, whoever out there who's buried alive today, who has been buried alive, who has been buried alive. Listen, really, because I don't talk about things that I don't know. I don't talk about things that I have gone through. I've been buried alive so many times, so many times, so many times. Every day you wake up, there is somebody, something that you don't know or you don't do that somebody don't like. You're buried alive. Your heart is heavy. You've been through the mill and back, but you get one more chance. You're buried alive, but you're still breathing. They didn't care that they were burying your life. They didn't care that you were still alive. They were still doing it. They were still criticizing. They were still plotting. They were still lying. You don't do it. Does anybody listen? Does anybody believe you? Oh my God, Bojo, I gotta get reach out to you. I really, because I love it. That's a very good song. You got termination to win, and that's me. No matter what I have gone through, no matter what I have been through, I have a termination to win. Today, my word is forgiveness. I still have to go down this road because I know there is so much people out there who has been buried alive, who has been going through, who has been going through stuff. Every day you wake up, you're not around your family, you are away in England, in America, in Canada, wherever, and you're going through some stuff all by yourself. You were born there, but you're still going through some stuff. People are still planning your hurt. People are plotting. Every day you wake up, people are plotting. People are planning on your job. They plan because they see your potential. You're gonna become something on the job. You know your job. They never stop criticizing. They never stop lying, even when you don't do it. They never stop plotting. They never stop criticizing. They never stop planning your downfall, your hurt. Your heart is still beating. You know, sometimes you're going through some things and your heart is pounding. You have nobody to tell that that's what you're going through. Nobody. You don't know what tomorrow may bring, but you have a feeling. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. There must be a reason. God have his hand on your life. They look and they see the potential of God in your life. And they can't stand it. They cannot stand what God planned for you is. They cannot stand that you are different. They cannot stand to see that you're not like them. You got manners, you got respect. You don't fly off at the drop of the hat. You don't curse all the people. You respect everybody. And they can't understand how you're different. They can't understand. They can see how you're different. They buried you alive. They buried you morning, noon, and night. You're sleeping, but they are still burying you. You're at work, but they are still burying you. You're at church, but they are still burying you. You're going to the grocery store, but they are still burying you. They don't know where you are, but they are still burying you. But your heart is beating. All this time he has been lying. You're just doing it. And people burying you. But you wake up. He was living a life of sin. He'll never give up. Don't give up this morning. You have a determination to win. This morning you have a determination to win. I want you to take the words. I'm buried alive with you. Not me. It doesn't mean that you're literally buried. It means that people talking, criticizing, planning, doing evil things to you. It's like they are burying you literally. But God give you another chance. When God saved my life, He give me another chance. God give you another chance. People bury you alive with the things they do to you. They don't care that you didn't do it. They don't care that you're innocent. They don't care about none of that stuff. They just care. They just care that is going to elevate you. God is going to move you to another level. And they can't stand it. They can't stand it. They can't stand it. It must be a reason that God give you another chance to listen to me today. God give me another chance to elevate you today. God give me another chance to speak to you today. God give me another chance to let you know that although they bury your life, you're still breathing. Although they bury you alive, God have the final say. God is the final judge. God is the final judge. God is the final judge. They bury you alive. God is the final judge. And I know that young man, he's not young anymore, he's about my age now, must have been going through some stuff when he sing these songs. They sing the Song of Zion. Those Jamaican Rasta man used to sing some song, let me tell you, they have meaning. We didn't know what they mean back then. We were little. But they have meaning. This song, as they said, was for, I sing it on YouTube for three years. I don't listen to those songs anymore, but it's 3 years. 3 years ago, and I just heard it on Facebook. And it resonates with me. Because every day that I live, every day that I wake up, I'm going through things. I'm going through stuff. People hate me for no reason. People talk about me for no reason. No reason at all. No reason at all. People talk about you. No reason at all. People criticize you. No reason at all. People put you down. People let you feel like you don't belong. People let you feel like you're not one of them. And so I make my life to be different. I want it to be different. I want to make a difference in my life. Every day I wake up. I talk about the young man yesterday, and that's why I come up with forgiveness today. That really hurts me online, hurts me very badly, very, very badly. But I forgive him. I forgive him. I forgave him. And I will always say and forgive him. And I want you to forgive him too, because I know you love me. And whatever hurts me hurts you. I am trying my best to help him. I want to help him. I tell him to come online and talk about his story. I don't know if he's going to come. I tell him to talk about his story because people do bad things out of desperation. People hurt people out of desperation. And when I talked to him, he said, Ma, I don't want to do the things I was doing anymore. I want to be good like you. And although I'm going through the things, because I'm still hurting, although I'm going through the things that he did to me, I make up my mind. I said, I will help you. I told my children, they are so upset. But I want to help him to make a difference. Because the things that happen in our life make us do, and it's only God on our side why we don't do crazy things sometimes. And because of wants and needs, when you wake up, you have nothing to eat. You see your mother sick. You see your sibling around you, no food, no nothing, because you come from this destitution. Live in this little room, everybody on one bed. Sometime, I'm not saying that that's the case. And it makes you want to do something, not even thinking that it was the wrong thing you were doing. It makes you want to do something to help a situation. And the only thing you can see to do is badness. That's not right. But I forgive him. He said he deleted the number and he gave me his correct number, his correct name, because I forgave him. And I can see, can't keep saying, oh, much, oh, sorry, oh, sorry, oh, sorry. But when you go through some things, it's going to take a time for you to get over the hurt and the situation that someone did to you. But I want you as my listener, please, I want to help him. I don't know if he'll be able to come to America, because if he gets to America and don't have papers to work, it's going to be another situation. So maybe to help him start a little business or something so he can help his family. I want you to. I am crying out to you. I forgave him. The Bible said that if you forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you. But if you do not forgive them their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses. And it says in Mark, forgiveness is the act of pardoning an offender, and it requires repentance on their part and faith in Christ Jesus. Human forgive is a reflection of our experience and our understanding of God's forgiveness. And because God forgave me of all my iniquity, I am willing. My children don't see it that way. They said, Mommy, yes, you can, help. They don't. I'm asking if you have anybody in America. So when he come, he can stay with them. I want to help him to help his family. Please. On my profile, I have that, whatever they call that thing, Cash App thing. Please go there and help me. Donate something to him. Help me. Donate something. It's S Barbs Clean. BARBSCLEAN. Not S, the dollar sign. The dollar sign, Barbs Clean. Please. I want to help him. I know you're listening to me. I know you have a good heart. I forgave him. It's out of needs. It's out of wants. It's out of desperation that people do things a lot of times thinking they're doing the right thing, but they're not. But because of the God in me, although it hurts to the core, I find it in my heart. And I said, I forgave you. And he said, you forgive me? I said, yes, I forgave you. He said, I don't think I deserve forgiveness. I said, you do. Everybody deserves forgiveness. I said, you did a wrong thing. You did a bad thing. But I have to forgive you. And every time I talk to him, and he keeps saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You don't know how sorry I feel. You don't know how sorry I am. I want you to go, and I want you to make donation. I know you love me because you come in here day after day listening to me. I never ask you for anything. I'm not that kind of person. As long as I have food to eat and things for myself, I don't bother people. But I want to help him in a way that he can help himself. Start a little business. Start doing something that can help himself and help his family. And if he start doing something, then he won't have that urge to do wrong. You know something? If we can save one person from going down to hell, it's a lot of things we did. Because that one person, the other person who was doing the wrong thing, he will tell that one person, and they will tell, and then it will go. And all these wrong things that is happening online out of Africa will stop, because we will try, and we will try to eliminate. And out of any country that they are doing it, we will try to help and try to eliminate and try to stop letting people going through all the things that they have been going through with robbery. Out of desperation. People do things out of desperation. People hurt people out of desperation because they're desperate. People steal out of desperation because if you have things, you're not going to steal. If you have things, you're not going out there to take anybody's things. If you have food, you will never go to Walmart and try to eat all those things in Walmart. You go to Walmart and you see them, you're hungry, so you're going to start eating. And you walk, by the time you turn around, you eat a whole loaf of bread in Walmart and drink a whole 3 sodas because you're hungry. Out of desperation, people do things. He did things out of desperation. And when he told me that he delete the account, delete the number, send me his right number, tell me his right name, I break down and I weep. I break down and I weep because I managed to change. I managed to change one person. He said, Ma, if you can forgive me, if you can forgive me, I want to be like you. He said, I don't want to do any bad things anymore. I want to be like you. And the tears. You know, it doesn't take anything much for tears to be running out my eyes. And even talking about him, tears run down my eyes. He said, I want to be like you. He said, I want to be good like you. And it breaks my heart. He said, I want to be good like you. If you can stop one person from doing bad, from doing evil, Jesus Christ will help that one person to help a whole world, a whole nation. Because he will go around telling people, I used to do, but God send a whole lady in my path, and that lady changed my life. I want to change his life today. If you're listening to me, go on my site, and it says the $, or what the thing is, the $, the pounds, the $, S, the $ thing, SBARBS, clean, CLEAN, the $ Barb's Clean. Please go in there. I want to make up a couple $1,000 so he can help himself and start a little business. I told him, because he thinks it's easy to get the visa. I know it's not easy to get visa out of Africa. It's not easy. And somebody can tell me, send it to me. I know it's not easy because I have people that do it and they can't get it. They get turned down so many times. And I'd rather he start the business, and later on when he start having money, they will give him the visa because he'll have a business to show that he's doing something and he's coming to buy goods. They will give him the visa. Right now, I need him to help himself. He said his mother is desperately sick and poor. They are very poor. And that's why he was doing what he was doing. I want you to help me. I want you to go to Barb's Clean. Good morning.
Hi, Barbara. It's Linda with Sunshine. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, Linda. How are yourself?
I'm very well, thank you.
Very good. All is well on this front.
Good. I hope it stays that way. You have a pleasant day.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. I say that every morning. I have to get people to call me to make sure I'm okay. So sometime I'm on the air and they call and I have to take the call. So that was that. But I want to make a difference in somebody's life. And the person who got him into it He will make a difference in that person's life. And it's going to be a chain reaction. It's going to be a chain reaction. It's going to be a change. It's going to be a chain reaction. And wherever you are, whether you're in America, Jamaica, Canada, and doing this thing, it's going to be a chain reaction. Because it's going to be told, God have his hand and that little young man. God have his hand and that young man. And because God have his hand and that young man, he's going to make a change. God have his hand and that young man. And there is going to be a change. I want you to go and help. I am asking nicely. Please go on my site, dollar sign, Barbs, BARBS, clean, CLEAN. And that's where you donate. Is it what do you call that thing there? That they do the help thing in. Please help him. Help him. I'm going to church. I'm going to tell everybody I can who can help me to help him. And wherever people are that doing these things, they will listen. They will hear that there is a difference in a young person's life, that God has made a difference in their life. Okay? I want you to take forgiveness with you today. I also want you to take Buju Banton's song with you. Bury I have to get ready to go to church because we got to pray early before church started. I want you to take it with you. Buried alive, but you are still breathing. You're still forgiving those who buried you. Still forgiving those who do wrong to you, who do evil to you. I'm your mother. I'm your grandmother. I'm your auntie. I'm your sister. Some of you mothers. I'm shaking. It shakes me to the core. It shakes me to the core. It shakes me to the core. But because of the goodness of because God is so good, it shakes me to the core. I want to help you. Stop. Be buried alive. And come. I tell him, come tomorrow. I tell him, so you can listen. And I hope you have the strength to come on. Because most of us do things that we have no business doing. Every day we wake up, we sin. And the Lord said, whoever without sin, let him cast the first stone at the woman who they found in the act. He said, whoever is without sin, let him cast the first stone. And because And because they wasn't without sin, nobody could have cast a stone. Because all of them there had the same sin. All of them were doing the same thing. My mother used to say, if night was turned to day, we would be surprised to see the people who is walking up and down on the street. If night turned to day, and you can see people who are doing wrong, you would be surprised. We are not without fault. With fault. But because Jesus Christ paid the penalty of our sins. And we have to do things so others will learn and stop doing the things they do. I bless you today. I bless you. And I thank you in advance for helping me. The $ Barb's Clean. What do you call that thing where you pay money to? That's where it is on my TikTok thing. You guys know what it is. I don't know a lot of these things. Thank you, YouTube. I'm closing off YouTube.